Myanmar, Liberia, USA. Otherwise, there's no inches. No, 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 there's no inches. No inches, DIY. The next piece of the job is going to be this bit of 65-35 from Oz Tube Mills. Mitered both ends. Have a side piece, and then I'll have some brackets that the tabletop screws onto. Warm. I've got the first one done. I'm just going to go and weld it up now. Piece I cut off there I've spun around. I'm just going to tee this in. So I've just got to adjust that corner there. And this is a piece I accidentally capped on another project, so if it's got a cap on, why not use it? Now that that's all tacked, it's going to slide down the other end. And I'll just make sure it's all straight. Before I proceed any further, let's just see if I've got it right. I'm just sitting the piece in there. Alright, this doesn't normally happen to me. Normally I make everything so tight that I can't get it in. This time I've made it a bit loose. Is it too loose? I think I can live with it. Alright, they look nicely tacked. Alright, what I've got now, everything's in place, so I just have to flip it over, tack the other side, and then I'll stitch all these together. I was going to, at this stage, put my brackets that the shelf will sit on, but I might wait because if I put one too close to the corner, I won't be able to get in there and clean that weld up. So I'll do that last. So I'm going to have two here. Two at each end. Alright, so now it's just my chance to stitch up. Alright, I've made pretty good progress on this. I've capped the ends, rough at this stage. I've got that both miters. I've done the welds all the way around, and I've got to grind all this blue paint off, so what I'm going to do is mask up, go and do it in the garden. So I don't have all that horrible blue paint crumbs around the house. So I've just spent about an hour grinding this up, getting all the paint off. So I've got a few little places like that little nick there where the weld didn't quite penetrate. Might have had slag penetration instead. There's a bit I missed. So I'll just tidy all these up. There's a little bit on the corner here where I didn't get any welding. A little bit there as well. So I'll just go around and redo these welds where they look a bit dodgy, and then I will weld my tabs on. So the way to do that is to get a piece of scrap the right size, just hold that down like that, and then I'll just bash some weld in there. So there'll be two on the end here, two in the middle, and two up this end. And once I've got that done, we'll be in business. So this has had a grind, a re-weld. I've ground all the paint off. I've put these tabs on. So I've just got to put a few holes in those for the screws, and then I'm going to prep up for painting. So I'll get some white gloves on, or just some clean riggers gloves. I'll flap disc all of this, and while it's still hot and before I've touched it with a fingerprint, I'll paint it with clear. That's the plan. Let me get on with it. What I had to do here is my two sides were slightly out of wind. So on the underside here, I just put some heat into this to straighten it up. Now I'm just going to grind that off, so it's on the bottom though, it won't be seen. And in my corners here, I just filled some holes there. So I'm just going to tidy those up with the grinder, and then I need to set something up so I can paint this without touching it. All right, what I'm rigging up here is just a bit of a rope line, a bit of a flying fox. I'm actually putting some water in this tank, so I'll put a couple of 100 extra kilos of water in there so it doesn't overbalance. And then I'm going to get some tie wire and I'm going to rig this up, and then I can get to all surfaces of it without touching it, and that's the plan, to get a nice paint job. This is where I swap to a flap disc, get it all tuned up. So I've got my paint ready, I've got brand new gloves on, I've got water in that tank so this doesn't fall down. I've got this rigged up in such a way that I won't have to touch it at all, and I've got my grinder ready, so I'm going to go and do it. Not much left. Alright, brushes are clean, job's covered in paint, no drips, a little bit thick there, par for the course. Alright, we come up, okay, and that's the face side, or the front. This is the face edge. Looks pretty good. Probably could have polished it a bit more on that corner, but oh, right in the middle I probably could have polished it more. There's a few little drips of paint there. I'll tune that up. Hopefully I'll get another chance to paint one more coat today and I can start putting it together. Here we are, finishing in the dark. Every available light's on it. I've fitted the polished steel rim. Stay 1.5 finished.